Hello, Huskies back again. More franchise mode on NHL 17 with the Minnesota Wild. I'm actually going to start simming this video. Just doing a quick rundown of my team yet again after the big move I made to get Zetterberg. Team is... that third defensive pairing really, I think, is going to hurt. But I think we have more than enough offense to make up for it. We're going to have to keep an eye on Eric Stahl, depending on how we do. He's got such a happy salary that I can't even, I don't even see the need to move him if he stinks. Pominville's going to be the guy to keep an eye on. He's making 5.6. If we start to struggle and not looking like a playoff team, Pominville's going to be the first one on the chopping block. Besides maybe Dubnik, because Bishop is a free agent at the end of the year. Like I said in the first video, I'm going to turn injuries off for the regular season because they're just way too abundant. It makes too much time wasted editing lines over and over and over again. So I'm just going to go without them. Sim it, and here we go. Goals for the season, like I said, were I think 45 wins was a good one. I'd like to hit 50, but 45 wins in probably the second round of the playoffs is a good start. Ideally, with this team, according to my owner, if you want to look at the owner goals, primary goal, improve our top six. I traded for Henrik Zetterberg with trading defensemen, so that should kick in once we hit the trade deadline. And aside from that, it's just mini-game garbage. But state of the team on the right side is contender. So he just wants us to make the playoffs. Or he expects us to make the playoffs, I should say. So we will get started. I will sim to December 1st. And we will see where our team's at in terms of standings, stats, do a little breakdown of who's performing, who's not. Maybe I need to tweak the lines. Edit scouting assignment. This I might stop to do. Sadly, I'm not as well versed in the... Actually, I shouldn't have done forwards. I should have done defensemen. Either way, Minnesota doesn't have a very rich prospect pool at the moment. Good year for rookies. Well, yeah, it's the first year of the draft. It's always good. It goes down tremendously. Alright, we are not off to a hot start here. When you lose to the Maple Leafs, usually that's a telltale sign that you're going to have some issues. Alright, but back-to-back wins. We just need to get our legs moving. 6-4. We're giving up a lot of goals. A couple OT wins, shootout win. I wonder if that trade to worsen our defense core in terms of return of Henrik Zetterberg is going to really hurt us. Alright, well, we started 1-2-1. We've won 6 in a row. See if we can keep it going. I'm recording this on Monday, 2 days before the NHL season starts. Really excited for the NHL season to start. Luckily, being a baseball fan and being in Chicago, I'm a Cubs fan, so I've got playoff baseball to hold me over until Wednesday. But I get to watch the Leafs play the Senators, and I get to watch the Hawks play the Blues, so it'll be a fun Wednesday. Ooh, 5-0 to Boston. The Blackhawks came out with their opening night roster for the most part. I'm not a fan of grit by any means, but I will gladly take Jordan Tutu over Mr. Brandon Mashinter. Overall, the Hawks team looks a little... I'm skeptical. A very young team. Sorry if I'm talking about real NHL, but there really isn't much to talk about during the sim. So I'll kind of just fill the void with some real NHL talk. Between Tyler Mott and Vinny Hinostroza and Nick Schmaltz all in the starting lineup, game 1. It'll be interesting to see what they do, especially with Richard Panik playing on the first line. But I'll jump off of that real quick and take a look at the stats. We are second in the Central, 13-7-2. Only the Blues are ahead of us. Nino Niederreiter leads our team in points. All right, I can get behind that. Ryan Suter tied for the lead with 1 goal and 16 assists. Jesus. It's not often you see defensemen up there in points, let alone leading your team. Niederreiter's got 17, Pominville's got 15, Zetterberg's got 15, Parise is 15, Koivu is 15. So that's my top 6 right there. First line is Parise, Zetterberg, Niederreiter. Second line is Stahl, Koivu, Pominville. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty good. Third line, I mean, I'm getting scoring from. I mean, that's a big one. -10 for Fleischmann. -11 for Dalpe. I gotta get Dalpe out of the lineup. I gotta get Fleischmann and Dalpe out of the lineup. It looks like I'm not gonna get rid of him just yet. But that's rough. Dubnyk's looking good. Kemper's had a rough start, but Dubnyk's 10-5-1 with a 255 and a shutout. No shutouts. Would like to see that goals against come down a little bit, but what's the save percentage? 9-10. I'd like to see that go up. Where do our forwards rank in terms of the NHL? What are we looking at here? All skaters. There we go. Holy, 34 points. Alright, so we're not even close to the gosh Despair's 4th in points. What? Hamilton. I'm a fan of the sim engine. Some of these guys shouldn't be here. Benefits of playing with Stamkos, probably. Kucherov and Palat. Dougie Hamilton's up there, probably because he plays with Gaudreau. It's an interesting start. Clojure leads the league in points. Didn't expect that to happen. Let me look at my roster moves real quick and see if I can move Fleischmann down to call somebody up. My cap space is really shitty. Fontaine is really the only guy I'd want to bring up if I put how much does Fleischmann make? Let's see if this is actually doable. Fleischmann makes 0.5. Shit. I'm already at the minimum. So if I move Fleischmann and Dalpe down and call up Fontaine, do I have enough? I don't have enough. That wouldn't even give me enough room in cap space either. Shit, I was hoping Fleischmann made more than that. Is there anybody else I could send down? I don't want to send down Zucker. I'm just gonna have to suck it up and just deal with it, I guess. That sucks. Oh, he's on the, they're on the same line. I don't think I can do that. I gotta put Zucker down. Top 6 forward, top 9, top 6. Yeah, we'll leave him down there. What's AHL looking like? What's who's my big gun? Nobody. Oh, this dude. Eriksson Ek. In defense, I've got these two. Okay. What's Mike Riley got going for stats? 5 goals, 7 assists. 21 games, 12 points, +4. Alright. Ideally, he'll be on the team next year, if I have cap space. Hopefully I have cap space by next season. What's Fontaine doing? Is he doing anything good? He's got 17 points in 21 games. Oh yeah, he's doing alright. Franzen doing anything? 12 points in 21 games. I'm glad Franzen's done. Franzen should retire at the end of the year. But let's get back into this sim. I'll do it. Oh wait, let's check the minigame arena. What part of my arena needs to be maintenance? The team store. Team store, repair. Everything else good? Everything else is fine for a while. Now if I go back to that screen. Nope, go back to that screen. Is this just, okay, that just shows me. I don't have any stretch goals. I have a little impact on passing, I believe you slight. Okay, there's none. Team info. I have 11 solids this season. Yeah, good team. No injured players, because, well, I have injuries off. Available players. Alright, this is nice. Chara, Cronwell, Datsuk, Sedin. Top skaters, top goalies. Top skaters, top goalies. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. Alright. 13-7-2. All right, so we're doing pretty good. We'll do a little more simming here. Let's go to the All-Star game. That's 2 more months. To piggyback on what I was saying about earlier with the Hawks, I'm also excited to see what the Leafs have in store. It was announced today that Mitch Marner made the roster, and that he was really impressing the brass of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it'd be nice to see this youth movement in Toronto with Marner, Matthews, Riley, Marinson, Kadri. It'll be Nylander. Hopefully it'll be fun to watch them. But Anderson and net, so they seem like they're on the right path. Man, we just cannot beat the Blues. 17-8-2 though, we're looking good. We're looking like a playoff team. I like this. As I say that, we lose 2 in a row. Is it 3 in a row? Hey, 6-0 victory over the now Pecan Subban led Predators. One thing I found weird about this game is EA does a season sim each year before the season starts, and the sim engine in this game isn't the greatest. They have the Montreal Canadiens and the Nashville Predators in the Stanley Cup. I could see both of those possibly. Oh wait, we got a trade offer, a 3rd round pick, and I don't know who Gabriel is. Who's Gabriel? And why do they want him? He's an AHL top 6. I don't see the point of that deal. What does that do for me? Just swapping 3rd round picks? I mean, they're gonna be worse than I am, so sure. Why not watch that like murder my team morale? But EA had Montreal and Nashville in the finals. Now I can see Nashville as being a chance. They've had a strong team the past couple of years. Montreal really, it all hinders on price and if they can score at least 2 goals a game, which they haven't been able to do. I find it hard to believe that the Canadiens would be able to beat Pittsburgh, New York, Tampa Bay, Washington at all to get near the Stanley Cup. But it's just their sim really doesn't sit well. It seems like these. I mean, they've got Toronto making the playoffs year 1. Like no. I'm a Toronto fan and I don't see that happening. I would love to see it happen. Sure, they'd probably be a one and done. But they have no business being in the playoffs this year. Next year, maybe. The rebuild started last year, and it takes 2 or 3 years usually to get going. All right, we are rolling. Minnesota is a force. 25-11, and we lose back-to-back. I should really shut my mouth. Then kind of makes the video. Let's say the Devils were 30-12. What? See, again, like I said, some of the way that these teams win, I don't quite understand. It seems the worse your team is, the better you do. This is the first time I've done a franchise mode with an actual contender, and I improved the roster, and we're doing considerably well, aside from losing to the Blues every goddamn time we play them. But at the All-Star break, we're 29-13-6, which is a damn good record. Technically 10 games over 500 if you count in the overtime losses. We're first in the division. Looks like both wild cards are going to come out of the Central. Again, big surprise there. First in the Central, where are we in the West? Are we first in the West? We are first in the West. It's all Arizona's the only team. So the 4 teams in the Central are better than the first team in the Pacific. God damn. We give up a lot of goals per game. Power play's pretty shit. Penalty kill's not the penalty kill's pretty decent actually for at least we're what 4th or 6th. All right, that's not terrible. We're great away. Wow, we're terrible at home. What? How does that make? Again, EA. Whatever. I should have looked at the East. See, this is what I mean. The Philadelphia Flyers are 36-8-6. How in the world are the Philadelphia Flyers 38-8-6? I don't understand how that's possible. They score almost 3.5 goals a game. They barely give up 2. They don't give up. They have the best penalty kill in the game. Is Gosher Spare that much of an impact? Like even the Cap. Look at the Capitals. That's a stellar record. Same with the Devils. Why are the Devils up there? The Sabres, the Senators. Like this. Panthers looked good until Huberdeau and Bukestad are hurt in real life. The Rangers struggle. I don't understand that. The Maple Leafs are where they should be. The Red Wings should be better. Carolina's where they should be. The Islanders shouldn't be that bad. Probably swap the Islanders and probably the Sabres. But still, 36, 8, and 6. They have 78 points already. To compare that, I have 64. I'm 5th in the East. Usually it's the West that runs away with it. Man. Alright, let's go look at the player stats. I do see that Ryan Suter still leads our team in points. I am all that happy to get points from my defense, but Zetterberg, Niederreiter, Stahl, Parise, Koivu. So there's our top 6 again. Wait, no, where's... Pominville's kind of fallen off a little bit. We might have 5 20-goal scorers. That's being pretty impressive. Zetterberg's got point... I don't have any point-a-game players, though, but we have an insane amount of depth scoring. So I guess that's okay. What's Fleischmann's plus minus since moving him? It's still minus 16, negative 16, and minus 10. I have got to get them off my roster. Take a look at Dubnyk, see if he's still rocking out. 24, 10, and 3. Goals against went down. Save percentage went up. Nice, we're looking good. I like the way our team looks right now. Ideally, we'll be we should be the more mini game. What do I gotta fix this time? Parking lot maintenance. Repair. So it looks like that Zetterberg deal's really paying off. We had 99 fan happiness. I'm sure the owner's mad happy as well. We'll sim to the trade deadline. Is that what the trade deadline? Yeah. We'll sim to the trade deadline. See if I need to make any moves. I don't think I do. I think I'm pretty content with what our roster's doing right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, that Fleischmann and Dalpe thing, though, I would love to get rid of both of them. I wouldn't be able to. I don't have the cap space. I'd have to swap them out for fourth liners. And I doubt teams are going to do that. 32, 15, and 6. 32, 16, and 6, sorry. We lost to the Blackhawks and the Lightning. Those are teams I'd like to be able to beat because that is a good measuring stick. Alright, big win. So I assume we'll be the first seed coming out of the West, which means we'll get swept 4-0. It's usually how playoffs go for me. Oh, 5-2, and we have a 5-day break. Jeez. Alright, we'll stop it at Winnipeg and see if there's anything we can do. We'll stop it now, actually. Check the arena. Club seat maintenance. I'm not sure how I feel about this whole upgrade and maintain thing. It's kind of just silly, in my opinion. Like, I like the idea of building a stadium, upgrading the stadium. But the whole maintenance thing I feel is kind of just meh. Not real into it. Once I get my custom franchise mode going with the create a team and the playing the games. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look-see at what the best players on the trade block are. I'm gonna assume it's gonna stay Datsuk, Sedin. Oh, Luongo, Datsuk, Tatar, Sharp, and Pominville. Wait, Pominville's on my block. Wonder if I can. Who did I say? Tatar? How much does Tatar make? He makes 2.5. I'd have to re-sign him at the end of the year. I don't even think I could get him if I wanted him. I'd have to give up a lot. I'd have to really sacrifice my defense. want any draft picks? They do. Is Tatar worth a first, though? Like, I could do Tatar for a first and probably Mike Riley. But I think I'd be over to cap. Yeah, I'm well over. I'm 400 million over to cap. Alright, that's giving him too much, actually. Oh, if I move... Will they take Pominville? Let's try it. Holy, what? Huh. Well then, alright. Well, see, now I just think I feel like I fleeced the Red Wings out of back-to-back star players. Not only did I take Zetterberg, but now I took Thomas Tatar. Yeah, well, on the plus side, I have Thomas Tatar now. And I gave up Pominville, who was already not happy to be here. So... And I have cap space. So I can do this. Oh wait, no, I want to do this. Can I bring up Fontaine? Ah, shit. Where is he? Oh, I can. Can I bring up Riley too? Ooh, who would I send down to bring up Riley though? Probably... Oh, I can. Yes, that deal works out. I don't care if they're on waivers. I'm going to the edit lines. Alright, we'll best lines it real quick and see what they give me, and then I'll play around with it. Best lines. Alright, so Parise, Zetterberg, Tatar. I'm going to put Tatar in the second line, because Niederreiter I think is having a good year up there. Well, he's only got 16 goals. He's got 42 points in 59 games. What's Tatar's point numbers? He's got 50 or 43, and it's probably the same amount of games. 61 games, 43 points. Koivu actually went up a rating. Stahl's the same, Coyle's the same, Ground's the same. You know what? I like the way the roster looks. God, that roster is sick. Parise, Zetterberg, Niederreiter, Stahl, Koivu, Tatar, Zucker, Coyle, Granlund, Fleischmann, Haula, Fontaine. I mean, our defense even got better with Riley coming back up. I'm actually going to put Scandella there so Riley gets more time. Suter's up to a 94. Rudin should get a nice boost in the offseason. Is Dubnik a 98 or a 90 yet? He's an 81. Okay. So I think we made a good move there with the... Oh, this I need to fix. Best lines. I need to put what's his face up there. He's already at 77, so he's making good progress. Is there anybody else down here? God, there is no potential on this defense, or on these prospects, I should say. I have defensive prospects. That's about it, though. All right. Well, that was a big move. 23 minutes. How many games do I have left? How many? I have what, 2 months to go? Yeah, I got 2 months to go. I'm going to. Well, actually, let's trade. Let's go past the trade deadline so I see if it upgrades my team goals. It should give me a successful goal for the. Yeah. Alright, so I hit that goal. Alright, I'm gonna stop it there. I think that's a. I'll pick it up next time and we'll get into the. We'll get into the meat of the playoffs, I think, or at least I'll finish the season, go over where everybody's sitting, what our matchup will be. But yeah, we added Thomas Tatar. We got rid of Pominville, who was greatly overvalued. Freed up some cap space to bring up Fontaine and Riley. Replaced Dalpe and Prosser. We're first in the Central. Should be first in the West. Let's look. Yeah, we're first in the West by 3 points. Let's see if Philadelphia is still 44, 10, and 8. They have 96 points already. Jesus. I wonder if they get swept in the first round. Anyway, that'll do it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully we have a good playoff draw.